Hey guys, so I think a lot of comments to I guess kind of break down some 2K footage of mine. So I mean, it's a highly requested video, so I guess I'll do it. So I think this is a good game to highlight because it was a very close game. So I get the block on the block there. Go for the lob, which probably wasn't the right decision considering it was Lou Dort, but I think it's okay. Um, okay, so this guy is the Thunder. I'm the Trailblazers. So he's probably the best or second best team in the game. Um, a lot of weapons on that team. And the good thing about him playing Isaiah Hartenstein is that Isaiah Hartenstein, he can shoot, but you have to be greening with him. You're not gonna be hitting whites with him, and most people can't green a lot. So that's good because if there's one thing that you just can't do against me, it's have a non-shooting big because I will be sagging off hella. So you see, I'm sagging off Hartenstein because yeah, if you're good, if you're good, you can green with Hartenstein, but it wasn't that good. But it was a very close game though. So it's another brick. Oh, he did hit a white. Okay. But the thing is, on for 2K on defense, what you want to do is make them use their worst player. So if he beats me off making white Isaiah Hartenstein threes, then like so be it. But I'd rather have him use Isaiah Hartenstein than use like Shea. And I got kind of caught up not running there. I was trying to preserve energy with Klingon. But I see him, and on offense, what you gotta do is you gotta attack the on ball defender, not the on ball, whatever they're using. So, because they'll most likely be like get kind of like distracted and like lazy off ball, especially they'd probably be on like a center. And well, if they're on ball, then you just gotta cook them on ball, which that's pretty easy. But if they're on like the wing or on the arc, you gotta click L1. See, like he was sleeping there, even though he missed the dunk, but it's still, oh, that's a good shot. But you gotta either cook on ball, you gotta cut with click L1 position, and then triangle. They'll cut to the basket. They'll most likely, almost every time, not really be paying attention, and you'll get a good cut off of that. Or if they're in the paint, you can kind of use the stick to guide the pass, and you can probably get a decently open shot. And I got that block there with Klingon. And Grant, he's on ball with Grant, made him jump about 3 times, but I don't know. And then yeah, one thing is that on defense in the paint, do not jump unless you already see that they're in the air. And even then, you still really shouldn't jump like at all. It's much better to just have your hands up. So I see he's on Hartenstein, and no, I'm assuming that he doesn't watch the NBA. And I'm assuming, well, at least the Trailblazers. I'm assuming he doesn't watch the Trailblazers, so he probably doesn't know that Klingon can low key shoot. But he was too tired there to shoot. He makes a bad pass with Hartenstein, and then gets the transition foul. I'll skip forward a little bit. So now he's on. Now I got a non shooter with Robert Williams, so it makes it a little bit more difficult. I see a mismatch here because I'm running double bigs. And Kendrick Williams is his power forward. He's small, so I called a post up for Aiton. So that's the my biggest advantage on offense is Aiton on Kendrick Williams. Then I took a bad spin there, but on the foul. So it's 10-10 right now. I do have Denny Advija at point guard. I have a really big lineup right now. And then you wanna be spamming euros in the paint. Or at least that's what I do, and it works well for me. I spam a lot of euros. Like most of my points either 3-pointers or euros or dunks. And then he just that's not. I don't know why he must have like auto subs in because I do not know why he would sub out Shea and Jalen Williams. But then I green that three in the corner moving with Ant. Really good shooter in this game. Same with Jeremy Grant. Probably a top 10 shooter in the game is Jeremy Grant. And then that's just easy offense with Ant. I usually push the pace with whoever's available to lead. Like whoever's the farthest away, and I can push the ball to them. All right. So I'm up 6 at the end of the first. So yeah, I saw him on the on ball. It didn't really work because Robert Williams is kind of a bad finisher, but it was still a good shot. But in 2K, you gotta capitalize on mistakes. So I see he's on Shea. He's not really paying attention, so I cut with my point guard, Danny, who he was guarding. But he left him wide open. And then he thought he was open on that shot, but I got there in time. And a really nice floater from Denny. That was like 10 feet out. Floaters are pretty good. And they're not, I mean, floaters are okay. They're not as good as they were like last year, I think. Because they were kind of hard to time. So I see he's on Jarris Walker, so I'm going to swing it there. I got a good shot with him. And hits White. And I think there might be an algorithm where, like, when you're down, you hit more whites so that the game's closer. I really do feel like that's probably a thing. And made that layup. And then, yeah, I'm guarding the big man on the pick and roll defense, but he got a dunk there. So, I mean, Shea is very, very good in this game. Probably the best guard in the game because of his just crazy animations. He's at least like top 5. So I think he called timeout because he's about to get a 3-second violation. And I was making a lot of subs. I don't think I called a timeout in this game. Because I didn't. I don't know. I probably could have. I could have called time. I didn't call any timeouts, though. Because I guess I wanted Shea to be lower on energy because he's like a superstar. Missed the 3 with Grant. Moving 3. So on this, I'm mostly playing off ball on Jeremy Grant. I mean, off of Jalen Williams. One thing is like people try to like steal the ball when you get the rebound. I have no idea why so many people have the like compulsion to do that because I've literally never done that once. But like you get the board and then they just spam square. I don't know why. And he gets the fast break. So right now I got Matisse Thybulle in at point guard. I basically got Anthony Simons and then two centers and two like forwards. Pretty much everyone in here can shoot. If they're open, if they're open, they can shoot. Yeah, I'm just constantly making subs for the most part because the team has a lot. The Blazers have a lot of depth. Yeah, like this guy, I don't know why he doesn't have one of his best players in, either Jalen Williams or Shea. And that shot there with Matisse would have gone in, but he's really bad at mid ranges, and I'm able to outpower Kenrich Williams with Ayton. That's a big mismatch. I'm only up 5 at right now. I got out of position on that. I should have been able to stop that though. I see he's on Jalen Williams. So I think I'm about to pass the Ayton. Yeah, that was off. That was off. That's a good shot though. And just foul. Okay, I'll just skip over a little. Nothing happened there. Okay, so I saw him sleeping with Hardenstein, but Robert Williams not very good on offense. Making some subs. So at half I was up by 1. Now I'm down by 1. So I'm trying to attack his center he's on with off ball with that. I'll get him into the pick and roll. I don't know why I shot. That's my second fadeaway mid range I took, but those just don't really go in. I was able to get there with Time Lord because he has good mobility. And then that was on accident, but just green that mid range. So yeah, I'm off ball off of a. That should have been a steal. I was there. Yeah, I was off ball on Hardenstein. I was in a lane, but didn't get a good animation. And I do have Tumani on Shea on defense, which that's a really good matchup for me. Hit his third white 3 of the game. Okay, so I'm down 3 right now with 8 minutes left. Green the sidestep mid range with Aiden. Aiden's one of the best mid range shooters in the game. Well, in real life, I don't know if he is in this game, but in real life, he really is one of the best mid range shooters. And that was just a terrible shot. I think I tried to do a layup there, but yeah, that was really bad. So I was recovering with Aiden on the 3-point line, and then got blown by Dort. So I'm down 3, but I'm down 3 right now. I wasn't worried because I knew I was better than him. I think I just had I don't know. It usually works out. So I had to chuck that one up. That's a pretty good shot though. It may not seem like it. That was a decent shot. So I do have he had Grant on chat. Grant's on chat right now, which is kind of a size mismatch, but Chet's pretty raw on offense, so it's not that bad. And he's sagging on Grant. That's gonna be green every time if it's catch and shoot. Now I'm on Ayton, playing off his worst score. Able to give some help on defense. And then he's just reaching at half court like a dumbass. And then that's a really bad animation. If he did a normal Euro, that would have been a bucket. I probably should have done it on the other side though. I did use the left stick, not the right, not the right. I went to the left side, not the right side. But then he gets a good lucky animation with that layup. But I see him sleeping on Hart on Ayton. Yeah, just guide the pass and then you're open. I got some great defense in. I basically got 5 good defenders in. But I called timeout because I mean, there's a lot of people who are too really tired. I had to just sort it out on the subs. Yeah, there's like a debacle with the matchups. It wasn't working. 2K is pretty bad at like listening to your settings and like your matchups. I'm down 2 with 6 minutes left. But he actually has his bench unit in, which yeah, he must have like auto subs because this is just no one would do this like naturally. Just sub out like Shea and Jalen Williams and like have not one of your good centers in. I'm able to score with Time Lord. And he gets a foul on that, and then that's lucky. I mean, I got that animation multiple times. I didn't get a foul. This is the free throw. He's doing the spamming square at the other side of the court thing. I don't know why people do that. But I should have set my feet on that with Ant. And a good pass there. So I'm down 3. But yeah, he's jumping on that. That's why you really just shouldn't jump. But he was very out of position there. So I'm down by 1 at going into the 4th. Which I mean, like this guy, like there's some good players. Like this guy wasn't good. I mean, I don't think he's even greened a shot. But I mean, that's just how it is. Sometimes you don't really have to green shots in this game to like win. Like I was playing this guy, I lost to him, but like I couldn't even be mad because I counted. He hit 9 white 3-pointers. So this guy greened the 3 there. I think I was sagging off a little bit. And then that was a pretty bad shot. I should have gone more into the corner. But he still has his bench in, so I mean that's a massive advantage for me. And then he thought he was hot with Jalen Williams, so he kind of got trigger happy and pulled that. Yeah, that's just bad. I should have just ran more into the Euro. And I was pretty out of position there, but able to jump. He probably should have. I don't know. He probably should have set his feet or something. And then, yeah, I see the speed advantage there with Denny on Jalen Williams. So I just threw it, and I knew he would be in front. With the lateral quickness advantage. So I'm still down by 2, though, with about 3.5 minutes left. And now he has his starters in. But at least I can still sag off a center. And then yeah, that was bullshit because the 2K was not listening to my matchups because he wouldn't have scored that if it was Tumani instead of Anthony Simons, but 2K just wasn't listening. And a pretty nice pass there by Ant to Klingon. Just he sent 2 at the layup. So and I switch on the pick and roll, but Grant he can still guard Shet. Shet's not good enough on offense yet. And then it goes out of bounds. Three minutes left. Still down by 2 points. I see he's on Hartenstein, so I'm gonna probably attack that soon. Okay, but I got open there. Green that with Ant. Green that 3. So now I'm up by 1. And yeah, 2Gauge is not listening to my settings. They have Grant on Tumani, even though I've had Tumani on him on my settings, just wasn't listening. And he gets that offensive board and scores. So I see I'm attacking him on the pick and roll, his user. So I see he's guarding Aiton, so I'm trying to take advantage of that. So I do that. And I green the really nice fading mid range with Aiton. It's really far out as well. I was like 18 feet out. Yeah, but Aiton can shoot mid ranges. And then yeah, just a pretty bad shot by him. Smothered. Almost got an 8-second violation, kind of. But yeah. And yeah, sleeping on that again. You gotta sag off when you're on balls. That doesn't happen to you if you see them doing that. Which most people don't do that. Yeah, able to see sagging and just be able to hit them there and get a layup. So now I'm up by 3 with only a minute and a half left. So I'm kind of burning the clock. So I'm gonna do a replay on that. So I see his user is on Hartenstein, and I just been sitting around. So I do Grant receive screen. He has no idea. And then that was a 2-pointer, but should have been a 3 probably. But yeah, he was just sleeping on that. Because I was standing there for like 10 seconds. So now I'm up by 5 with a minute left. He chucks up a shitty 3-pointer. And then, yeah, spamming square. And sometimes you just let them foul you because you might get a transition take foul. But I do have a mismatch with Aiton on Jalen Williams. So I think I sent. I don't even know. Yeah, and then he fouled me. Like, I don't know why. I don't know. I think it was his AI did that. So yeah, he turned off that setting. That was a really dumb foul. I'm able to get the ball. So he's kind of sleeping on I don't know. But that was just a really bad animation. If there was a normal fade animation, then I would have greened it, but he did that like dribble animation. And then yeah, I could have probably made a layup there, but I mean, there's only 3 second difference, so I'm just wait. And then he runs into me, and he quit. I think he might have been talking shit or something. I don't know. He quit.